Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, and of course of the GPL, anyone who is watching it, and welcome to GPL Pokemon Jeopardy Episode 1. So a little bit of an introduction before we start. Obviously, there are probably a good number of people who are watching this who have heard of Chimpac's series Pokemon Jeopardy. This is going to be very similar to that. It's asking people in, our friends in this community, Jeopardy questions in all Pokemon trivia. A couple of differences that I think are interesting, and as opposed to Chimpact, who has a much more loose, I guess, system where it's just yelling to see who goes first. We actually have a buzzer system online, and you will hear the buzzer. And I have on a separate screen whoever wins each buzzer. And so I think that will be kind of interesting. The other thing is the community. This is the GPL Pokemon Jeopardy, which hopefully by the time this comes out, we'll have a little bit more information on. But in case it doesn't, this is just our own big server with about 200 people in it. And the first three competitors all earn their way, to some degree, into this first recorded episode of Pokemon Jeopardy. All three players were three of the six that heard the first game that we played. Two of the winners in the highest wild card non-winner of the four outside of that. So I will introduce them now. First, playing as Team 1, or on the left on your screen, Zeph and the other owner of the GPL. Introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Zeph, back at it again with our Minecraft Let's Play. What's up? I'm definitely on the league. I'm the best one here. I'm gonna win again.
Yes, he won the second game by a resounding margin. And I guess one thing I didn't introduce very well, I am Granbel, or Alex, and I am the other owner, where we are the two owners of the GPL Pokemon server. Next up, the person who came in second in Zeph's game, Mop of Justice. Introduce yourself.
Yo, what's good, you guys? It's your boy, Mop. Totally not.
Why didn't I think of that?
Totally not your average A-Drive knockoff.
Oh, this is going great. Okay. And finally, the winner
Why
of
was that the only thing I could think of?
The winner of the first game, in somewhat dubious fashion, still ending up with a negative score. Love, introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I don't know why I'm here. I got negative 700 points. I got 3 questions right, so let's go, baby.
Yeah, we had an interesting separate level of success between the first game and the second game. I created all of these Jeopardy games so far. After the first game, I thought I made it way too hard, and then the second game happened, and I realized, no, the first people who just played it just weren't very good. But Love won the game, so he
hold on.
Theoretically earns his way here. So,
baby.
now to a brief discussion of the specific categories we have today. First, evolution methods. This is just trivia about different evolutionary methods in the Pokemon that are privy to them. Then we have Three's a Crowd. This isn't very descriptive as a title. One thing about this, it's going to be legendary trios that I'll be asking about. I'll describe the trio in one way, shape, or form, and the answer will be, or the question technically, because this is Jeopardy, will be that trio's name.
Okay, so the name of the trio and not the three Pokemon.
Correct. The third one is base stat total questions, although in the first game that we had base stat calculations, which was very difficult and seen as a more difficult category than fair. This one is not that difficult, I don't think, at the very least. It's more general trivia, more like the other categories. Next is Cuz I'm the Man, I in quotes. Those who watch Jeopardy understand what that means. All the answers will begin with the letter I. A tribute to a player in the first ever GPL season, Cuz I'm the Man.
The absolute GOAT.
And finally, Pokemon anagrams. I will give both an anagram of the Pokemon's name as well as a clue about the Pokemon.
So how about you explain to the audience and competitors what an anagram is?
Oh my God, Love does not know.
Of course he doesn't. So an anagram would be the same word with the same letters, spelled a different way.
So let's give it
AKA there and there.
There.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. All right.
Okay, so Trip, who was the highest scorer in the first two games, we'll get to decide where we begin with the board today. So, Trip,
I'll
where do you want
do-
to begin?
I'll do evolution methods for 500, Alex.
Oh boy.
Okay, pseudo legendary Pokemon tend to have simple yet hard to achieve evolutionary methods. This Pokemon, however, has an extra. Yes, Mop.
This is the final evolution, not the
Yes,
one
we're looking
that's
for the final
evolving
evolution.
into it. Okay, Gudra.
All right.
That is correct.
Bro, okay. Well, are we waiting for questions?
Yes,
to finish?
excuse me, I didn't clarify this. I am gonna let
Oh,
you
I'm
guys.
sorry about that.
I'm actually
cool.
going to because this is how Jeopardy is played in general. Wait until I finish enunciating the final word of the clue in the future. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's no fun.
Okay.
But yes, Gudra is correct.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
So, Mop, where do you want to go next?
Let's go evolution methods for 400.
Okay. This Pokemon gives you a 2-for-1 deal when it evolves. And the dead exoskeleton...
Oh, shit. I am sorry. Look, we had a certain rule the first time,
Yes,
and we just changed it.
and the rule in Love's game was different the first time. Was this
What?
way the first time.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I liked our way more.
Well, it's not too bad. I'm the one who's running this.
Stupid.
But-
I'm gonna lose now.
Fine, just answer. I'm gonna enforce this myself from here on out, though.
Okay. The answer to this is Nincada.
Yes, you are correct.
Dude, I don't even know what that Pokemon is.
Oh my god. So I am locking the buzzer until I finish the question from now on.
Okay, fine.
But oh yeah, right. But Trip, where do you want to go from here?
I'll do evolution methods for 300, Alex.
Usually, the way you hold your DS doesn't impact evolving a Pokemon. But this topsy-turvy signature move holder only evolves when its pre-evo levels up while the DS is turned upside down. Love.
Did I get it?
Yes.
Let's go. Inkay to Malamar.
Yes. What is Malamar? Yes.
Evolution methods.
It still says buzzed for me.
Give me
Okay,
600.
no,
You get
all
300.
good.
200 for evolution methods.
You get 3.
There we go. Okay. This Pokemon is the final evolutionary form, when its pre-evo reaches level 20 and its attack is higher than its defense. Zeph.
Oh, hold on.
Hitmonchan.
Incorrect.
Did you get?
Love.
Yeah,
Is it Hitmontop?
Also incorrect.
okay,
Love?
well,
Yes?
Hitmonlee.
Yes.
God dang. We had a 50% chance, man.
33%. Well, you had a 50% chance, but yes. Where do you want to go?
Well, let's just finish it off for 100.
This German counting Pokemon, famously controlled by Ghetsis, is the end form of the highest level up evolution in the game. Oh, I'm sorry. Zeph,
Hydreigon.
you are correct.
German counting?
I will do, Cause I'm the man, 100.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Fully evolved Pokemon that begin with the letter I are few and far between. In fact, there are only 4 of them. Name one. Mop,
Infernape.
you're correct. The other answers, Inteleon, Incineroar, and Illumise.
I was thinking a 4-letter Pokemon.
That's what I was thinking. 4-letter begins with I. What?
Yeah.
But Illumise isn't technically fully evolved because it
Well,
never
it doesn't evolve in the future, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right. I'm the man 200.
This ability is already seen as one of the best of the game in singles play, but it becomes absolutely omnipresent in VGC, making foes tremble in the presence when certain new Pokemon enter the field. Zeph.
Intimidate.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know what omnipresent means, man.
Okay. Trip.
Cause I'm the man for 3, please.
The only berry in the game that begins with the letter I is one that calls out the fact that it is a father every time its name is said.
Oh,
Love.
I am Papa.
Yes.
Ugh.
Love, you have control of the board?
Let's go, baby, because I'm the man. Quattro 100, baby.
That is the Daily Double. I forgot to pull it up. I apologize. You can wager
I
up to
don't even
500
know.
points.
Do I have to wager now?
Yes.
If I get it right, do I still get a 400 if I don't?
No,
airball?
you have to wager. However many points you wager is how many points you can potentially get, up to 500.
Boo.
Guess we'll do 100.
Okay. The signature ability of Zacian gives personality to the weapon in its mouth. That weapon is apparently not afraid of anything, although its opponent might be if it's facing down that legendary Pokemon. Give the ability name, of course.
Oh boy, what's the ability name? I know what it does. Let's think. I give up. It's in something.
The answer is, what is Intrepid Sword?
It was in. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Fall to 300, but you still have control of the board.
I'm the man. 500.
Stats will increase when this element-turned vitamin is used to expedite the process of EV training. Mop.
Iron.
Yes.
I would have never gotten that.
So,
Negative this time.
out of curiosity, how exactly does the BST thing work now?
It's BST trivia. I'm not looking for the number, and this is based at total, only based at total trivia, not any other based at.
Okay. I'll take BST for 100 then.
Okay. This Pokemon, with a BST of 535, possesses the highest in this category out of all starters. This is kind of surprising in hindsight, since its competitive viability is nowhere near that of a few other starters, as this one mostly resides in UU outside of the occasional appearance as a premier Rain-Sweeper. Love.
Is it Swampert?
Yes, it is.
I figured with Mega. Yeah, I got it.
That was a very weird one because Swampert's actually pretty viable for a starter. That's why it threw me off.
But despite the fact that it has the highest BST, it's not more viable than Gran, Infernape.
I would suppose so. That's fair.
Yeah, I gotcha. And plus, it took me a second to think of that. All right. BST 200.
There are only two non-legendary, non-mega Pokemon above the coveted BST of 600. One of them, however, can't take advantage of it very well due to possessing one of the worst abilities in the game. Zeph.
Slacking.
Yes.
That's what I was about to say. What's the other one?
I'll do Three's a Crowd for 500.
As opposed to anything related to the Pokemon themselves, this trio's name is derived from the title of an Alexander Dumas novel.
Who?
I have literally never heard of him before.
Who is this?
Love, can you move your mic out of your mouth, please?
My bad.
No, you can't.
Could you tell us who Alexander Dumas is, first of all?
He's an author, obviously. There's not.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to give a book report of the novel?
I'm calling it dead. The Legendary Musketeers. He's the author of the Three Musketeers.
I would have never guessed that if my life depended on it.
Hey, that's kind of a quattro.
No, the three outside of Keldeo are seen as a
Quartet.
legendary trio.
All right, I'll do Three's a Crowd for 400.
This trio derives its name from the same thing that Lucario derives its power according to the Pokedex entries. Name both the trio and the three Pokemon that make it up. Zeph.
The Aura Trio.
Yes, and?
I think it's Gen 6. I think it's Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde.
You are correct.
Oh my god.
That's why I made it a
I'm
400-point
go- I-
question, because you could figure out Aura Trio without necessarily knowing the trio itself.
I would have guessed Entei, Suicune.
I was gonna guess the emotion or the Lake Guardians with
Yeah,
Vesper
that's
as
what
Alpha
I
and
thought Aura
UFC.
was.
I was thinking all of them had pressure. And
I knew it'd be Aura. Like we all knew it'd be Aura.
Right,
but
that's why I made it a
I'll
400
do
point.
3s of cut for 300.
You'll do 3. That is the other daily double. How much will you?
You know, Alex, I'm liking my chances on this. I'm gonna go with 1,000.
Okay, for 1,000 points to take a 700-point lead over Mop. This group isn't named after the animals they represent. Instead, they are named after their place of origin, a geographical feature that is rather present in their home region of Sinnoh.
That would be the lake, and it's either, I'm thinking out loud, it's either trio or I think it's the Lake Guardians.
I'm gonna give it to you. I have it down as Lake Trio, but I didn't specifically look it up. I was just.
I've heard both. I just didn't know.
I've heard
like,
both. I would accept both.
Guardians
I'm
of the
fine with
lake,
that.
I don't know. Okay, cool.
Same thing.
Oh wait, that's not right.
Hey, at least I'm negative.
It's 2,200, right? Wasn't it 1,100?
You had 1,100. You bet.
Oh,
1,000.
I bet 1,000. Yeah, I didn't do trade.
Excuse me, I said the wrong thing. You actually take an 800-point lead.
Okay, cool. I'll do 3s of crowd for 200, please.
Okay. This one is a little less obvious when looking at the 3 legendary Pokemon in this trio. Maybe that has something to do with their potential origin as the accident child of the original 3 evolutions and a burning tower. I'll give it to you, Mop, yes.
I waited. Aw.
I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but the Sacred Bees, right?
I'll also give it to you, the legendary beast.
Oh, what? Oh, come on, dude.
I gave you
Bro.
Lake Guardians. Look, I'm looking for
Whatever.
the
Okay,
specific...
it's fine. It's fine. He buzzed in before the end of the question. It's okay.
That's on me because I forgot to lock it.
I would have buzzed, but
I waited.
Trio.
I forgot to lock it. That's on me. I'm not gonna mess it
I
up.
thought I waited. I'm sorry.
Wait until I finish
Now you're good.
enunciating the final word. But it's on me because I forgot to lock it beforehand. Mop, you have control of it.
BST for 500.
Oh god.
The type that has the worst, highest base stat total Pokemon in the game is the bug type, where the record is a 4-way tie at a base stat total of 600. Name 3 of those 4 Pokemon.
So you're meaning the type, or do you want me to name the?
No, I'm looking for the 3 of the 4 Pokemon. I gave you the
four.
type.
But they all share a type.
Right, they all share the bug type because we're looking for.
Oh, they all share the bug type.
Yeah.
Type that is the worst. What's
They all
the
share the.
worst?
I didn't know they shared the. I was thinking it was the pseudo legendaries. I thought it was dragon. All right. But it's not. Okay. So, but there's 4 bug types at 600. That's news to me. But I can give you one of them is. Oh God, I don't even know if that's even one of them. I don't even know. I'm gonna go with strong bug types. Okay, Volcarona.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
wrong?
definitely-
Yeah,
that's
that is
definitely-
wrong.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure. All right.
I was kind of surprised you buzzed in so quickly. Honestly, I'm
Well,
sorry. that you misunderstood it.
I read it wrong. I
Yeah.
misread it. The way it's worded is kind of strangely.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Do like legendaries count? I mean, not legendaries.
Legendaries do count.
What about megas?
They do also count.
Oh, what?
Okay. Can I
Love.
go? Mega Scizor. Mega Pinsir. Genesect.
Yes.
Let's go, baby.
The other one's Mega Scizor.
Or it's Mega Heracross, the one I didn't say.
Or Mega Heracross, whichever one you didn't say.
I gotcha. But yeah.
That's why it
Yeah,
threw me
when I
off.
figured, I thought of like maybe it's the megas. So
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I also felt bad not answering the
Well,
question.
if you
Sorry.
If you would have said the megas, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah, that really boned me.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Well, I mean, it's a 500-point question to be fair.
Yeah, it is. It is, but it's not a base Pokemon, which is what threw me off. And there shouldn't be 4 of them. I could only think of Genesect, so I threw Volcarona out first, but I knew Genesect was one.
Yeah. Alright. BST 400.
Okay. Power Creep is a sight to behold. This Pokemon's special form possesses the new highest base stat total in the game, at a whopping 1,125. Mop.
Eternatus.
Yes.
I was about to say that. I knew it because of D-Max form.
BST 300.
The other non-legendary, non-mega Pokemon, whose base stat total is above 600, is able to take advantage of its incredible base stats. Despite it not being a mega, however, unlocking its form within a battle still isn't very easy.
Non-legendary,
I have an
non-mega.
idea, but I really don't want to guess.
I know this one. What is Astro Ninja?
That is correct.
I was gonna bet.
Hey, all
I was
right.
gonna guess Zen mode Tarn.
Well, the 3's a crowd for 100.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. 3 of the 5 legendary Pokemon in the first generation are referred to as this trio. Not a very creative name for the trio of aerial specimen. Zeph.
Legendary birds.
Yes.
Damn, I knew that. Why did I not buzz in?
Same.
Why?
Okay, Trip. We're to the anagram category. Where do you want to start?
I'll do Pokemon anagrams for 100, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have no
A
clue.
sad Gyro. This Pokemon's not sad, it's more angry, an appropriate reaction to the many who doubted it in its previous form. It would also be the opposite of sad when hit by a Gyro Ball, unless it had gotten a few too many Dragon Dances up. Mop.
What is Gyarados?
Correct.
Wait.
All right.
All right, I get it.
So the first part.
The first part is
Are-
the anagram. The second part is a description that's both related to the anagram and obviously giving clues for the Pokemon.
So. Oh, Gyro, Gara. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Mop, you have
500.
500, gonna go big, okay. Animal Drone. These Pokemon are so small they could be seen as animal drones. They also aren't very shy about telling you their gender either.
I don't even understand. Aren't shy about telling you someone's gender. And they're tiny.
I'm calling it dead. The answer is Nidoran male.
I was gonna say.
Oh. Okay.
Would Nidoran female work? Or
Yeah,
no?
wait, what was
No,
the
because-
anagram? I'm very confused.
Yeah, Animal Drone because M-A-L-E and then Nidoran.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
Mop, you still control the board.
400.
Mounts. Not a move that this Pokemon can learn, although if it could, it might help it fend off fighting types to protect its oft-theorized mother. Zeph.
Cubone.
Yes.
What?
Zeph?
I will do 200, please.
Get anal.
I'm
I'm not sure how this Pokemon would get anal in the first place, as its ass isn't exactly set in stone. The body part seems to be more moving around among its noodles than in a specific place. Love.
I'm just gonna say Tangrowth, bro.
No. Sorry.
Bro.
Zeph has the next buzzer.
Tangela.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Well, we're looking for a
'Cause it
specific
ain't.
anagram. Anagram.
Graham.
I don't at all. I just
You've
saw
got mail.
and I'm like,
Genitalia.
The first. Okay, love. The first phrase is gonna have literally all the letters in the Pokemon's name.
bro.
Like none extra, none taken away.
Okay, now that makes more sense.
Okay, and now the final clue. Close try, which is something that a girl might tell you if you get pretty close to getting laid with her, or getting your Onyx to her proverbial close try. Zeph.
Oh,
Cloister.
Yes.
Bruh.
Okay.
Dude, I'm looking
300
good.
points? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, very close game. I forgot to set up the obviously both the daily doubles and the Final Jeopardy category and Final Jeopardy question before this. So give me 1 second as I do that. I apologize.
I'd say I'm still in this game. Yeah,
I think so. Well, theoretically, we could both get it wrong. You get it right with your 1,000 points you get, and then
Well,
beat it.
you guys have no reason to bet 1,000 points unless you.
I have enough
massive
reason.
things.
No, I have enough reason to bet all my points up to Mops because Mop, if you bet all his, he could beat me. So I have to bet all up to Mops. I have to bet.
Okay, this. Wait, give me a
2099,
second.
I think.
How much did I bet? Only 600.
You can bet up to 1,000.
I'll,
If we both got it wrong, you got it right, you could win, I think. If it depends on how much
Alright.
we bet.
Actually, yes, I think you're right. Wait, no, I have no clue how this works. I'm just gonna roll with it.
This part always confused me in Jeopardy, what they did in their heads.
I know.
Not for me.
well, you usually have like a commercial break to work it out.
Yeah, this is the commercial break. Hey,
yeah,
everyone.
this is the commercial break. I'm going to show you.
This is the commercial break.
You guys can talk about what you want to do in a minute. I need to work this out. I apologize.
Okay, sure thing. Hello, welcome to Commercials with Zeph. First up, and love. First up, what are we selling? What are we selling today, love?
We are selling comic books.
Comic books.
Yes.
Wow. What about comic books should we sell them on? You know, what are all the fantastical features that comic books include? Should we tell them about?
This one's a little bit different than normal. It's a
Oh, is it
coloring
real?
book combined with the comic book. So you color in the comics.
Oh, I see. I see. You
concept.
really make the action unfold on the page. I see.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
you know, one could understand as to why this proverbial coloring comic book is something which would appeal to people from all walks of life. Young children who are first getting into comics love coloring, right?
Yes.
They're able to express themselves and learn creativity through coloring in the pages of them in between lines or even out of the lines because who really cares? Because it's a comic book. Exactly. They won't draw on your walls, they'll draw on their coloring comic book. Okay? And then you have to factor in that adult coloring books are very big right now.
Yes, you
not
do.
like adult themed coloring books. That's a bit risque. I mean, I do that, but it's not popular. You know.
Yeah. Right.
So more so, the coloring of the safe for work variety.
Yes.
By adults.
And also, you gotta factor in the concept that comic is still readable, even if you don't color.
It's true. But for the adults out there who feel a little bit risque,
okay, we're done.
No, don't cut me off right now. Oh, looks like
we're finishing this. All right, continue.
No, Jesus.
For the low price of $10.99 on Amazon, shipping and handling is
custom hentai drawn by you.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
not all parts are included.
Now to our final Jeopardy category.
No squids were harmed in the making of this
which is
coloring book. Oh, they're so bad.
Kalos
I don't even
gym leaders. Wait. Let me set up
Hello,
there.
Gen 6.
Boom.
Please.
Yeah.
I could be back in the game, baby. Actually, I only know one of the gym leaders. I don't even
Okay, so DM me your wagers.
How much can I bet? 1,000?
You can bet up to 1,000.
Now that's a fat bet. Let's go. Oh shit.
He just typed it in the group chat.
Let's inform the viewers. I may or may not have announced the amount of points that I'm going to be gambling to the entire chat. But to be fair, I was betting 1,000. I'm pretty sure everyone knew that. So.
I'm not very good at math. I'm just gonna
throw in all your points.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we have our wagers, and the question is: this gym leader, whose name is derived from the Greek gods, is the only leader in Kalos for all of their Pokemon to have all of their move slots filled. You have 30 seconds. Your time starts now. DM me your answer.
Greek gods.
I don't even know. I'm just gonna throw out a. Random Greek god that sounds like a. Okay, it's one of two.
Can it be more than 30 seconds?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give you guys more time.
All right, thank you. I need to think of the names. I don't know the names.
Okay, it's gonna be one of two.
It actually did take me about 30 seconds to sing, which is kind of cool. I also hope
That's
we don't
pretty
get
fun.
copyright struck for me doing that. Anyway.
Oh, you're just such
Alright, well-
a wonderful voice. I don't think it should
Alright,
be a
this is my
problem.
guess, baby. Let's roll. Let's roll with it.
I don't have my guess yet.
Let's go.
I'm like trying to think of the names. If
I'm
that's okay.
debating
Like,
between
are we
two
really
routes.
like? Do I need to hurry? Like
I would want you to move a little
to
bit.
try and go a bit faster.
I think
I will.
I have a 50-50 chance of getting this, so let's hope I'm right.
I don't even know. Wait. Duh. Duh. Oh, duh. I got it. I forgot about this person. I didn't. They were so irrelevant. that I
Okay,
didn't
we
even
have
think about
our
them.
answers in.
I get the feeling all three of us guessed the same thing.
Okay, so
What'd you guys
starting.
guess?
Okay, well, why don't I announce them? So,
Yeah, start from the bottom to the top.
starting with Love, who had 600 points. His answer was Athena. What is Athena? Which is not the correct answer. And what did he wager?
Bruh.
His full 1,000. That drops him to.
No, I'm in the negative
Ah!
again.
Hey, you improved.
That drops him
bested
to negative
himself.
410. The
God, this is
next
the one
person
I'm
up in
so
second place was Mop, who answered Olympia, which is the correct response. And his wager was the full 2,200, which brings him up to 4,400. Did Zeph bet the correct answer? And did Zeph select the correct answer? Yes, his answer was what is Olympia. And did
Bro,
he
I just
wager
feel like a
enough?
random Greek god.
Yes, he did. He wagered 2580, bringing him to a score of 5180.
Hey, can I have some points, bro?
No, you can't. So,
Spare coochie, please.
Sorry.
1,000 points.
So congratulations to our not really new, but our true
Defending.
Jeopardy champion, Zeph.
Appreciate it.
And of course, big props to Mop for a very
Yeah,
competitive
well played
game.
them all. Very well played them all.
And
Love's pretty bad. But
Love didn't have the best game. But
I know.
of course, we'll see all three of them back at some point. Zeph will be defending his championship